just had a great time. Other than that, we just drift along. Work trouts. That's where we're headed right now, friends. We're going to trouts. In case you forgot who I am, I'm Merle Haggard.
These days, Red plays every Monday at Trout's, a Bakersfield fixture. And tonight, he's got a guest guitar player.
A mutual friend took me to his house, which is a mobile home.
Yeah, I was ready to stay home and not leave Bakersfield.
I could see his eyes rolling in the back of his head, you know, God, another long hair from L.A. But being gracious as he is and a great host, you know, gets me a cup of coffee and we talk a little bit and he's being very nice.
Then he started coming back more and more.
And then he said, hey, you want to play with me down at Trout's tonight?
Nobody riding on the guitar.
That generation of players loved to throw in lots of jazz chords over a simple country song. It's a little game they played in the bars because they got bored. So he started just lobbing all these changes at me.
I'm always putting new songs on them or something they hadn't heard.
I said, boy, in my mind, I'm going, he's hitting me hard, but okay. So I kind of tagged along all his changes and did all this stuff, and finally, like song number 2, he looks over, he goes, you're all right. That was it. You're in the club after that point, which was the greatest.
He's a hard-working young man. He's like I always wanted to be. And we got a good thing going
on. Meeting up and playing together led to the Bard of Bakersfield, Red's first album in 15 years.
I thought Bard was something you get thrown out of a nightclub and you ain't gonna come back. Well, he taught me how to
Mixed by Bullet and produced by Cody, it's another project that Cody uses to connect the past to the present.
I've always connected to people a lot older than I am. Find me the oldest musicians you can. So all the cross-pollination comes from generally like my musical elders, and that's how I mean people who've been down the road before. And those are the ones I seem to draw on.
Yeah, he digs up a lot of old stuff, doesn't he? I thought I had it quieted down pretty good. The Bakersfield Guitar Man.
While scouting locations for the album cover, Red took us past some of the old honky-tonks in town.
Halfway between the dump and the cemetery, well, there's a place called Ethel's Corral. That's it right there, Ethel's Corral. Old Corral Cafe, Big Indian. And that's where all the gang hangs around. Ethel was a little old short woman. She was the toughest, meanest woman you ever seen. I mean, you come in there starting trouble, you gonna find it with her.
Surrounded by the oil fields, Ethel learned early on that she was in a tough neighborhood.
That's what brought a lot of people to Bakersfield, it was oil wells. From back east, you know, Oklahoma, Texas, they come out here to work in the oil fields. And just stayed right here.
And thus was born Oildale, a hard-scrabble working town that became known to some as the wrong side of the tracks.
This fella, his wife wanted him to go to the store and get some tomatoes and potatoes. She said, now don't go down there and say maters and taters, because they'll know you're from Oildale. He said, okay, so he goes to the store, goes in there and he asks the man, he said, I want some tomatoes and potatoes. The guy in the store said, you must be from Oildale, huh? Yeah. He said, how do you know that? He said, well, this is a hardware store.
So is he tough to live with?
Not at all.
No?
No, he's quiet and does dishes. How can you ask for more?
I'm real comfortable the way I'm living and what I'm playing, and I like what I'm doing, and the people like me that I work for, which are the seniors, I play for them. And heck, that's all the old people used to come in the Blackboard and Lucky Spot and Barrel House and different places. And just some of the old gang comes around and sees me now, you know. It's just like old times, really. That spells Bakersfield, but it's home for me, yes sirree. That spells Bakersfield, but it's home for me.